Hi, my name is Kenya Gutierrez, and my internship site is at Olive Street Elementary. It is located in Anaheim Elementary School District, and their mission statement is, if I can get it to work, is the Anaheim Elementary School District Office of Early Childhood Education provides children and families with comprehensive preschool services and early learning foundations to achieve success in school and their life. So when I emailed the director and the teacher emailed the school director, we didn't really get much about the history. The only history information we were able to get is that the school began working, the teacher began working at the school on September 2004. The school used to be one large school, then split off to two schools. So now it's Olive Street Elementary, and then the other side of the school is Jefferson Elementary. Both schools share a field. When she first started working, the school had a preschool and a Head Start program, but they decided to get rid of the Head Start and just continue to implement a preschool. So the organizational structure is director, the school readiness coordinator, the child development specialist, the family service specialist, the family service assistant, and then it's the state preschool teacher, and then the instructional aide, and then the intern, which is me. So the people that I work with, I initially kind of worked with Linda Duran, which was the school readiness coordinator that I contacted in order to get the internship. Her and I just had interviews and discussed why I'm good for this site and so on. The other person is Nancy Vasquez. She is a school teacher, preschool teacher, as well as my supervisor, and the instructional aide, which is Susan, and then a parent volunteer. So I mostly work with the teacher, the instructional aide, and a parent volunteer on a day-to-day basis when I attend the site. So my roles are to set up tables, interact with the kids, engage the children into eating breakfast, remind children to be kind to one another, monitor children during outdoor play, play with the children, observe them, learn to be authoritative because children can be non-compliant and they need to be aware that they need to follow rules and stay focused. A lot of kids have breakfast early in the morning with us at the school, but need reminding to eat because they rather talk or play with their friends when they should be eating because that's part of the routine. So I just help the teacher redirect the kids, watch them. We don't really teach them reading or writing. It's mostly them playing and learning as they play. So what keeps the preschool floating? So the local control funding formula, this, is a legislation that allows the school districts to spend the money in however way they want. Obviously, there's still some rules, but before the state used to tell the district how to spend the money. But now the school district has that liberty to choose where and how many programs to implement to better the school. So Olive Street is a public school. The preschool is free. There's no fee required for children to attend. And parent volunteer is necessary. So parents need to volunteer twice a month. That's one requirement. So my clients are 3 to 4 age children, which are the preschoolers that attend the school. In order for them to qualify, they need to be pre-screened by the teacher. And more requirements are for them to have their immunizations up to date. The parents need to provide proof of income and family size documentation. And they also need to be potty trained because we do not do that for them. They need to be able to go use the restroom on their own. And other than that, it's pretty easy for them to be enrolled in preschool. They do give priority to 4-year-olds because they are developmentally more ready for school and they're able to, their attention span is a little bit better than 3-year-olds. So this article states behaviors such as noncompliance, aggression, and destruction of property compromise some of the typical behavioral problems found in preschool classrooms. I do see a lot of noncompliance in the classroom, and we focus on redirecting that and helping them get through it. Some strategies that the article suggests are guiding compliance, which is when you give step-by-step directions to the child in order to comply. Behavioral momentum is giving them easy tasks and reinforcing them with praise, and then placing a harder demand on them, and eventually they'll be able to be a little bit more compliant. More strategies are reactive approaches, verbal reprimand, overcorrection, response calls, and timeout, which is the most typical used. And this other article, one of the needs that it states is that research findings have consistently documented that children living in low-income environments enter school with lower levels of skills necessary for becoming good readers and continue to trail behind peers from middle and upper income background throughout schooling. So this article focuses on encouraging parents to read with their children because they need to be able to build those building blocks for their education. And I do see some children that don't like to read, and we encourage them to listen to us during carpet time, to listen to our book that we're reading and follow along, and just encourage them to like books. So my impressions are, I really like the teacher. She's flexible and works great with people and with the parents. She works really good with me. She's very flexible and helps me and answers any question that I have. The environment is hostile-free, which is great. I do not agree with the teacher's preferred teaching methods because she uses an organic learning environment, which is just children learning as they play. So there's some structure to the class, but most of the time I feel like the children are just playing. She doesn't really focus on teaching them the ABC. We just kind of sing the ABC and they just literally learn as they play. So that's the only part that I don't really like, but overall I like the site. The teacher is super nice and easy to work with. She provides my supervision. I ask her if there's anything that I need to improve on, and she tells me, and I take her advice and I implement it however it needs to be implemented. So overall, I like my site and I'm grateful to be there. This is my reference page, and if you have any questions, you can email me. And thank you for listening to my presentation.